liquor. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here after your pockets. I don't do that. In my principle, you do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey. Okay. Pocket through big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket through big day sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry keep the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
To throw on second down is Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
12, 674. Ready.
On first and 10, Locke. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now it's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ross on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Luck. Avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. From the 50, it's Luck. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn, able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run here with Balaj, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to it, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Now Luck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Cameron Wake in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Here we go. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Michael Johnson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off play action, Tannehill. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Deep.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And, partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the balls we just saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him in his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Luck. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Going deep here. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
After the interception, it's Love. Going deep downfield for Roll. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And a rout is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
And it's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And be backed up to the 24. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Right back to Drake. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
57. Mike, 57.
Toss play to Balaj. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try to get this offense kick-started.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Get set.
3 down.
Take 4. Tight right.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Play.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, here's Bernard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Luck now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So now here come the Dolphins. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. A shotgun snap for Love. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Luck on third and goal. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On second down, here's Tannehill. Going deep here for Stitt. And got his man complete. He's at the 40, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, 20. Where you at? Zebra.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a run with Balaj. And now running right through it. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Flush to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. They'll run it here with Bernard. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Hurry! Regular. 1, 6, 2, 3.
Now they try the right side here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before.
And the ball is knocked out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on 3rd down. Tannehill steps away to his left. Broken pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Luck gonna throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
11 Z. 12.
To throw his line. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Kiko Alonso. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Bullock will put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it? That'll
be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what's happening.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals grab it. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
12. Gun.
Back to throw, Luck. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane.